Good evening, family. How's everybody doing on this lovely sunny Sunday evening? Hopefully every single one of you guys had a blessed day hanging with your loved ones wherever you're at in this beautiful world that we live in. It's your boy Jaime G dropping a video to let you know what's going on in the bang 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 wild wild west of crypto land, guys. We're gonna obviously look at the chart and see what's going on with Dogecoin, talk about levels of resistance and support, and then touch on some news that can act as positive catalysts for Doge. And we're also going to look at a couple positive articles on Bitcoin, guys. Now, why Bitcoin when this is a Dogecoin video? Because, guys, Bitcoin leads the overall market. If Bitcoin is doing good, the overall markets are doing good, as you can see here. We'll touch on that here in a second, but that's what I have, guys. Now, if you're new to the channel, please consider to like and subscribe. Don't forget, I am doing a giveaway, guys, of $300 of crypto when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're about 225 subscribers away. Whoop, whoop. Thanks to every single one of you guys. So if you're new to the channel and you like free crypto, what you waiting for? Hit that mother stinking subscription bell and turn it on to all. And none of this is financial advice. It's just your boy Yip Yipping on YouTube. Now let's just get it. Bango! All right, guys, as you can see, Bitcoin is at up 8.34%. We are at 34,640. That is huge, guys. That is great. Being that it's Sunday, there's always less volume, more selling, especially Sundays, guys. Especially Sundays, a lot less volume, a lot more selling pressure, and a lot more manipulation goes on the weekends. You know what I mean? But Bitcoin is holding strong, being that it hit 28,800 just like day before yesterday. And look at it, it's already bouncing back to almost 35,000 to prove all those freaking haters wrong. You know what I mean? But enough of Grandpa Bitcoin. Let's get into the main superstar of the day, the Dogecoin to the moon, baby. All right, guys, we're at that crucial level of resistance. Oh, what? We busted through it. We're at 26 cents, right? Right now, guys, we are up 8.32% for the day. We have a 24-hour of 26 cents, what we just got right now, guys. As you can see, as in the time of this recording, we had a 24-hour low of 23 cents, guys. Market cap is sitting at $33.38 billion. Volume in the last 24 hours is sitting at 2 billion flat. I'll take 2 billion over 1 billion. You know what I mean? I'll just leave it at that. All right, guys, let's dive into the charts and see what's going on. Right, we just passed that level of resistance, guys. So hopefully we can close the day out with that, guys. That would be huge, right? Then we'll have some new levels of resistance and support we can get into. But for now, we're going to look at what we briefly got. So we are going to talk about our level of support here first. Okay, guys? Bam. Okay. So as you can see, 4 days ago, guys, we touched down to the 21 cents. Technically, it was 0.21834,092, which is 21 cents. Okay, guys? We touched down to 21 cents. And we haven't, as you can see in the next 4 days, right, guys? This was 4 days ago. Now we've been on a uptrend, as you can look at the chart and see. We've been gradually working our way up. We haven't came down to 21 cents again ever since 4 days ago, right? But nonetheless, that is a key level of support for now. Okay, so now let's get into the resistance. So okay, guys, bam. Okay, so now as you can see, basically the last 4 days, 25 cents has been a level of resistance. Okay, now we just briefly breached through it, right? We passed it right now, right, guys? Hopefully we'll continue and close the day out 26 cents and up. Then that 25 cents will be our level of support now instead of resistance. But for now, right, because it's still kind of early, we just crossed that 26 cents mark right now. So with that being said, 25 cents is a level of resistance, guys. Like I said, as you can see here in the last 4 daily candles, right, it's been acting as a level of resistance. Okay, so now I'm going to make another line for us here, guys. Another horizontal line right here. Okay, guys, so pretty much for the last 2 days, as you can see on the last 2 daily candles, right, the red indecisive and our green current one as of right now. Okay, I'm right underneath that, right, which is at 0.2429750, which is 24 cents. We've been consolidating for the past 2 days between 24 and 25 cents, as you can see on the chart, right? So consolidating, for those of you that don't know, just means trading sideways. The price of Dogecoin is going sideways because it's undecisive on what it wants to do, if it wants to break to the upside or to the downside. But we're hoping for it to break to the upside. All right, guys, I like to keep it easy breezy on this channel. You know what I mean, as far as with the technicals go in the chart. So that's what I have. Key takeaway, 25 cents is a level of resistance and 21 cents is a level of support. Okay, guys, now that's what I have for the charts. Okay, now let's dive into some fundamentals here, all right, guys. Now, briefly, I want to just touch on this tweet here. Now, this is from BitPay, right? Talking about McDonald's. It says, McDonald's, let's talk. Now, for those of you who don't know who BitPay is, it's a company who is the middleman, right? That works with, for example, Dallas Mavericks, right? Dallas Mavericks accepts Dogecoin as a form of payment. Well, BitPay is a cryptocurrency company, right? That works in the middle, you know what I mean, of Dallas Mavericks, and it helps in with people paying, right? They are the company that does all the logistics of cryptocurrency, right? Of Doge, accepting Dogecoin. So they're talking, just imagine, right? The publicity and the major acceptance, right? That this would create. Just think about millions and millions of people that would be reached, right? By this publicity, by this, you know, look at that. They have Happy Meals, right? Just imagine all the kids, you know, Happy Meals, so on and so forth. Just think about the millions of people that would know about Doge, right? And be curious about Doge and possibly want to invest in Doge. That is huge for the Doge army and for the major adoption, right? This is just speculation, but nonetheless, this can act as a positive catalyst, guys. You know what I mean? So I just briefly wanted to share that with you guys. Now, we have an article here out of Benzinga, right, guys? Now, it says, here are 3 factors that, you know what I mean, keeping Dogecoin distant from the moon. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're being figuratively speaking, all right, guys? Now, I just wanted to share the 3 reasons, right? Now, we know Doge is going to go to the moon, but I just think this is interesting to share nonetheless, right? It lets you know people's perspective on what they're thinking of Doge and where they're at. Now, number 1, it says, as of writing of this piece, Doge had a circulating supply of nearly 130.16 billion coins. Contrast with its apex cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, which only has a circulating supply of 18.74 million coins. Then it goes on to say, Doge supply rises about 5 billion per year. This high supply is often held against the meme coin, but has been cited as an advantage by Musk. Doge appears to be inflationary, but is not meaningfully so. Fixed number of coins per unit time, said Musk in February. Dallas Mavericks owners Mark Cuban also theorized the supply is not a limited factor. He said, any asset that has inflationary by definition is infinite, but that doesn't diminish it. Right, it says the billionaire said the increasing supply changes Doge's utility from a store value to potentially a digital currency. It is the fact that they create 5 billion a year that keeps the per coin price low, which makes it more accessible. Sorry guys, my neighbor's dogs are barking. I don't know if they're fighting or something, so I apologize guys if you hear the yapping in the back, right? Sorry. It says, now, the second reason, such safety, much wow. Dogecoin's hash rate is 237.8 hash per second, while Bitcoin hash rate is at 97.706 hash rates second per second. BitFinalCharts.com at press time, right? It says a t hash / sec means 1 trillion hashes per second, while e hash -sec is 1 quintillion hashes per second. Long story short, what they're trying to say is transaction speed is faster through Doge than it is with Bitcoin. Long story short is what they're trying to break it down and say. The higher hash rate means a greater amount of computation power, which is devoted to the maintenance of the blockchain, which makes it more difficult to take over the network or disrupt it. Right? It says, Marcus said in April that Doge had emerged as one of the most secure coins on the proof of work blockchain, right? The POW. He referred to the coin's implementation of the AOX POW in 2014 as the moment when it achieved high security. This view of Marcus, right, was represented by OKCoin COO Jason Luau, who told Benzinga that Dogecoin was secured by proof of work and has never had any security issues. Now, here's the third reason, right, guys? It says, oh, damn flies. It says, level up for Doge. The release of Dogecoin Core 1.14.3 was announced in February, which brought under the hood improvements for the meme coin. Even so, the lack of development has been criticized by some, who point to Doge's GitHub page, which has not seen much action since 2017. Right? It says some, like Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin, said that there are subtle technical factors that limit Dogecoin scaling. Musk too attracted criticism for some when he said he was working with Dogecoin developers on its system transaction efficiency last month. Right? But guys, we already know, right, via loopering, right? Now Ethereum and Dogecoin have kind of collaborated, right? Now there is a faster transaction speed through the merger via loopering, right? So that is another key factor, right? The speed's faster. Now they're working on cheaper transaction speeds, right? So it can be better faster and cheaper than Bitcoin. You know what I mean? They're already working on that, and they proved it, right? The devs just did that not too long ago, a couple days ago, no more than like 5 days ago. You can go look it up yourself when you do your own research. It says, however, it is pertinent to mention that the Dogecoin subreddit crossed the 2 million mark after Musk called on his social media following to submit ideas for Doge development on Reddit and GitHub in May. Ideas to improve Dogecoin have come from Cardano, founder Charles Hoskin, and a researcher who suggested using Musk's SpaceX satellite service Starlink to improve connectivity between miners. Now, guys, that is true. Now, there's maybe a possible collaboration between Cardano and Dogecoin, right? Mr. Hutchinson said he doesn't dislike Doge and that it would be fun to partner and work with Doge. Right, that's what Vitalik had said, and then like a couple weeks later, you know, we had this merger via Loopering, which gave it faster transaction speed. So don't count out Doge and Cardano, right? That could be right around the corner before we know. Yes, speculation, but nonetheless, all this here it can act as positive, right? As a positive catalyst, you know what I mean, for Doge, you know what I mean. So I just wanted to break this down. You know what I mean. You could chop it up, dissect it, and take and leave from it whatever you want, guys. Now I'm gonna briefly touch on a couple of articles on Bitcoin, right, guys? Like I said, the overall health of the crypto markets depends on Bitcoin, guys. You know what I mean? So this is important information that I just wanted to share, right? Now, this also collaborates with what I've been saying on how we are in the beginning stages of cryptocurrency, like when the internet was first around, right? And you have a multi-billionaire saying the same thing, right, guys? I'm just going to touch on a couple key paragraphs here that it says. It says, Andreessen Horowitz, the Silicon Valley venture capital firm founded by Mark Anderson and Ben Horowitz, has announced the launch of a $2.2 billion crypto fund. The firm is radically optimistic about crypto's potential to restore trust and enable new kinds of governance. Right now, it says, the size of this fund speaks to the size of the opportunity before us. Crypto is not only the future of finance, but it as with the internet in the early days, like I keep saying, guys, is poised to transform all aspects of our lives. It's huge, guys. And for those of you that are patient, man, your patience will be rewarded, man. We're in the big life-changing wealth that's going to be made, man. It says, then they went on to say, we believe that the next wave of computing innovation will be driven by crypto. We are radically optimistic about crypto's potential to restore trust and enable new kinds of governance where communities collectively make important decisions about how networks evolve, what behaviors are permitted, and how economic benefits are distributed. That's why today we were pleased to announce a new $2.2 billion fund to continue investing in crypto networks and the founders and teams building in this space, the partners emphasized. Right, guys? Now, you know what I mean? I just wanted to briefly share with this, right? Because it correlates what I've been saying, guys. It's the beginning stages, just like it's going to be huge, man. Digital assets, crypto is going to be huge, just like the internet was, okay? Now, I just wanted to close out with this article here, guys. Right here. Now, this is huge, right? Now, think about it, right? Now, Bitcoin, right? It says the New York Dig partnership could bring Bitcoin to your local credit union. It says up to 18.3 million customers will soon be able to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin directly from their bank accounts. This is huge for adoption, right, guys, for the overall crypto markets, right, and for Bitcoin, right? And what's good for Bitcoin is good for Dogecoin. You know what I mean? It's just plain that simple, right? It says Institution Shop, New York Dig, has partnered with Texas fintech firm to provide Bitcoin access to 18.3 million users, right? And I'm just going to touch on like two paragraphs. It says Q2 is behind the scene player providing online banking software to over 450 small and medium-sized banks and credit unions, including Texas Security Bank, Mercantile Bank, and Scotia Bank. The partnership with New York Dig will allow Q2's institutional partners to provide their institutional guys, that is big money, partners to provide their customers with access to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin through bank accounts. Now, this is huge, man. This is a huge step for adoption, guys. Huge step for acceptance and adoption. And it says, according to Gene Kondo, Q2's vice president of communications, it says Q2's decision to partner with New York Dig was based on client demand. In other words, obviously people are asking, hey man, I want to buy Bitcoin or Dogecoin through my bank. What's up? You know what I mean? And they're obviously making it available for over 18 million customers. Just think about that, guys. 18 million, say 2 million out of that 18 million spend big money on Bitcoin or Dogecoin, on what it can do to the price of Doge or Bitcoin or whatever other coins. All right, and I'm gonna finish out with this, right, guys? This article, paragraph here. It says New York's DIGS collaboration with Q2 is one of many recent partnerships for the institutional asset manager. The Bitcoin heavyweight has hired Wall Street veterans and even made the foray into Bitcoin insurance products. In May, New York DIG was tapped by Anthony Scaramucci's Skybridge to custody its pending Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF. All right, guys. Now it says. And New York DIG CEO Robert Gutman said the ultimate goal of the partnership is to increase Bitcoin adoption. You know what I mean? That's the overall goal. Now, this is what your boy Jaime G had for you guys on this Sunday evening. Hopefully you found it useful, guys. If you did, please consider to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous today, maybe give me a fat thumbs up. It helps me with the YouTube algo. I'm trying to get this information out there, guys, for the Doge Army and for the overall crypto markets, guys. You know what I mean? I love you guys. You stay blessed and stay safe. Your boy is out. Peace.